Hi, I'm Reagan. If this video is out, then it's my birthday. I'm 19 now. I'm an old man. I'm an old man with no job. Speaking of no job, Strive's player base. Again? Bitch, yes. The next video is going to be about Strive 2. I have like 300 hours on this godforsaken game. I'm allowed to complain. It's my love language. If I didn't care about literally any of the things that I complain about, then this channel would be dead. It would be completely dead. And I upload once a month. That is deader than dead already. And plus, the video that I've been writing, recording, and editing about Strive's redesign still needs some more time in the oven, so this is what you're getting. Getting on topic, Dustloop. The wiki for ArcSys fighting games that doesn't update any of the BlazBlue pages, right? Okay, so Strive's Dustloop is formatted in a really dumb way, and I want to talk about it a little bit. So, Dustloop. For all the games I've checked, have a pro and con section. Some are Calamity Trigger Iron Tiger, which is someone's suicide note, and some are Exard Rev 2 Elfelt, which pretend that Elfelt has a con. But now let's look at the top tiers for Strive. Slay. What the fuck is this shit? Pick if you like doing 50% off a single combo, avoid if you like tricky movement. Bro, what Slayer main wrote this bullshit? Let's check another topic. Pick if you like a good character, avoid if you like step dashes. Bro, shut the fuck up. This is the problem. No character has pros or cons in Strive, which sucks considering that this game has the lamest top tiers played by the biggest frauds who pretend that you're playing an honest mid-tier character. With a real Dustloop page, you could point at that and say, no, you're a repugnant liar inbred and you should die. If a Johnny main in Exard said, you know, unlike Elfelt mains, I play an honest character, you could pull up the Dustloop, which has his only con listed as has overstated high execution only if you want to truly break the game, and then eat their soul for daring to lie to you in your face. Now, without that, you have some of the biggest fraudsters online who go, well, he has some flaws. This sucks. This sucks so bad, and I want you to know why, because tier whores are also the most sensitive babies alive, and you can't say you play a top tier without them coming up with 800,000 reasons to say, no, this is actually just a mid tier, you need to learn the mix. Strive tier whores are another level though. These people will be like, but this character isn't actually that good, you just need good execution. But there's a difference between you need good execution to go far versus you can destroy the game with good execution. Without it you'll only fuck up the game, which, let's be honest, is most top tier Strive characters. Let's just compare and contrast Accent Core and Exard to Strive. Testament, the undisputed top placement. Pros, consistent and flexible, gets meter really controls easily, the pace of the game with their bullshit, good master of puppet throws, has autonomous trash which can also disrupt offense. Cons, long air recovery and big hurt boxes. See how they don't pretend that Testament is a mid-tier with how offense is near unstoppable? And cons are not the best in some situations. Let's continue with Exard's best character. Elfelt. Pros, has a grenade that's down and good combos, and has good defense, and the grenade can save her from combos. Cons, the grenade exploding hurts her if the opponent punishes right. They had to make up a con because everyone can agree that Elfelt is a cheap bitch ass character, and if you play her you are a cheap ass bitch. And Strive, Slayer, pick if you like, doing 50% or more on combos. A single combo being able to go corner to corner and go to wall. Hard to read. Good neutral, a dash hit that transitions into offense. Avoid if you dislike. Unconventional setup, a step dash, and no reversible. This was made by a loser. We're just gonna say it, Slayer players are losers. Going from Elfelt has access to every tool and will kill you, but her bomb might be a little inconvenienced too. Slayer can do 50% on a single combo, but he has a step dash, and his neutral, which we say is good, can be hard to pick up if you use less than a single neuron. Like, let's use one of the most busted top tiers. Toki, from Hokuto no Ken, has pros like, even his worst matchups are good because they're 8-2, and cons like, the crowd will not like you and your ops will lab this character. Imagine if this was, pick if you like, good damage, good combos, good defense, has a teleport, small hurt boxes, and avoid if you dislike, unconventional mobility, some slow buttons, hard execution for optimal combos. See how that makes Mr. Infinite over here look like a little puppy and not like the secret fifth horseman of the apocalypse? Because Toki players aren't masquerading like they're playing a mid-tier. If you pick Toki in Hokuto no Ken, then you are literally just playing a top tier because you're a little bitch. Even worse. Strive got hit with the Dragon Ball FighterZ Z patch, and because everyone plays like Slayer, who the devs chose not to nerf after all the complaining, every top tier now plays dumber and hits harder, and low tier should kill themselves for daring to think they could fight against a Johnny. But you can't even call a spade because people will act like you attacked them personally. No, me pointing out that their main is busted isn't a slight against you. Me calling you a goblin subhuman with no life or no meaningful relationship so you play the Epstein pirate because he's a top tier and you think he's cool is a personal slight against you, and also wholly correct. Oh, you're just salty because you play a mid character and can't read the reads. I consistently play A tier characters because I like having fun with the games I buy, and that's another problem. Almost every top tier character, Slayer, Johnny, Gold Lewis, are paid for DLC. The balancing is so bad that Strive, a $60 game, has become pay to win, but because you can't say it because, you just can't read the mix, no, you need to die.